I want people to understand exactly what's happening, how much heart and how much passion it takes to do something like this, especially to keep it natural, because these guys are all natural here. Hey guys, how you doing? We're actually here in Dillon, Montana. We're heading down to the Centennial Livestock Ranch. The name of the owner is Tom, and we're gonna check it out. Yeah, he's been pretty much all his life growing Black Angus cattle, genetically correct Angus cattle. So we're very, very intrigued. And remember, guys, where does your food come from? How's the animal treated? What does the animal eat? We're gonna find out for you. Let's go check it out.
The ranch's name is Centennial Livestock, Dillon, Montana. We run Black Angus cattle here. We're a family corporation. There's my brother-in-law and his wife, Will and Patty Jo Stoudemire. My wife, Debbie, and I manage this place. Kind of a mission, I guess, is we want to raise good, wholesome cattle for the consumer to eat. We're GAP certified number 4. We're all natural, NHTC, no hormones. If a cow does need a vaccination of antibiotics, it is put into a separate group. It's marked and put into its own group.
How you doing?
Hi.
Nice to meet you. That's where you want to take us down to your office? This is where you live, right?
Yeah, this is where I live, but we'll take a little drive down through these heifers. We're developing to breed this spring, and then we'll go down through the middle of the ranch and through some cows and take a tour around. Yeah.
Love to. Yeah, let's do it.
What we'll do, we'll go in, select them, and they have to phenotypically look correct. Then,
so even with the genetics correctly done, and you try to keep everything in house, you still select them and put them to the side. And
not everything on the ranch will become a cow. About a third of what you see here, they'll go to our what we call the grass end, and we won't expose them to a bull or breed them or anything, and we'll set them off, and they'll just be grass calves. And
walk me through your day. What do you do?
Well, like today, I usually leave the house at 7. Then this morning I walked through the feedlot, looked at everything. I'd been gone for a couple days going to bull sales. So I want to take a check on things that are in here. And then like today, I'm going to do some driving around, look at some water, see what our water looks like, see what our cows are doing. Actually, what I'll do is I'll move them into another field. We have enough forage. Like you can see the forage out here sticking on top of the snow.
Yep. Yeah.
So the cows can go out there and they'll rustle through that and eat that and then break down into the snow as they go. But if after say 2-3 days and it's cold,
it's too tough.
Then it gets tough because if you get 10 below zero, it freezes, and so that snow gets harder all the time. So we have to kind of watch for that. We'll rotate them cows through our pastures. We get some bulls from sixes, and the producers that have been around for a long time. That's probably the one thing that we look at is, they're bringing their genetics forward so we can do something with ours.
But still, in between the genetic, you still manage to only keep 30% of the herd.
Right.
That's a lot of money. You're still feeding them all.
Yeah.
So that return is tough.
Right. Yeah. And that's like I was saying with him. Our open, natural, GAP-approved heifers, people want them because when they go to the feedlot, they finish out quick, as you know, and they make a good piece of meat.
Oh yeah, we've noticed that.
Yeah. And they're ready to go too. They're not. Now there's a lot of calves that get sold out of this country that have to learn how to eat out of a bunk and adjust to different conditions wherever they're headed to. But him, running them through the summer, making them weigh 5,900 pounds, those cattle are ready to go. They're ready
Yeah.
to really feed, and
Yeah.
you don't have much sickness issues with them, which is key in a natural type program because they fall out if you give them an antibiotic. So that works really well.
I think that's what the regular crowd doesn't understand. That because you could be talking about you have cattle, you buy them, you sell them, and you're ready to go. But it's to me it just rings a bell when you say there's a third of it
Right.
that's kept and goes to a different thing, and the other one's so all that money you spend on the other third,
Yeah.
and the other 2/3 are pretty much gone.
Yeah.
You wouldn't manage to make your money on that except just go out to the market, whatever it is. If you come up ahead, great. If you don't, you don't.
Right.
So that's astonishing when you come into a natural meeting. People say, "Why is the cost so expensive?" I mean, look, a third of your herd's going to be make it to that market.
Yeah.
The other ones,
Of
you're
the
lucky.
heifers.
Yeah.
Now
the heifers.
remember, there's this many steers too. So
Yeah.
we're not
Counting on
talking
those.
about those. Those are income.
Right.
They're definitely going to get sold.
Yeah. And that's what we do with our steer calves. At this point in the marketing scheme that we're in, that's where we find probably our most profitable point is we don't have as much risk because we sell the calf right off the cow.
Oh, really?
Yes.
As it's born, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the steer
Yeah.
calves. So October 20th, somewhere around in there, the buyers will come in. We sell them on the video markets in July, and then that we'll deliver them in middle of October. And that's when the buyers come in. We'll take them off the calves off the cows, and they get on the trucks and go. And,
Go straight to
go straight to their lots or whatever they're doing.
yeah. Angus is considered high choice prime stuff, so those are the ones that are being kept, and the other ones, more the other 2/3 just go straight to the market as regular cattle. So talk about a lot of work and part into this. It's amazing, generations and generations. Just I want people to understand exactly what's happening. How much heart and how much passion it takes to do something like this, especially to keep it natural, because these guys are all natural here. So the message is, it costs a lot of money to have natural.
If you'll notice, this is one thing that I think is very unique about us on a commercial basis. All these cows that you see right here have a bull calf in them.
All of them.
All of them right here in this group. They all have bull calves in them. What we do when we pregnancy test, we use the ultrasound machine, and the gentleman's we've worked together since '91. And we sex the fetus. First we check to see if she's pregnant. Then we sex the fetus, and all the cows that have a bull calf in them get a blue button. All the cows that have a heifer calf in them get a pink button.
Is that right?
Yeah. And then we age the fetus. And you'll see, like the cow, well, that cow left, but she had a mark on her shoulder, a white mark.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. She's in the second phase of cattle. I think probably the biggest thing is why the Montana Black Angus cattle, we have such a large purebred base in Montana.
So
And
genetics are...
the genetics are here. It seems like the Angus breed, good genetics starts in Montana.
I can see that.
That's my feeling,
Yeah.
because I haven't
Yeah.
been to the East Coast or anything like that and looked
Well,
at different
you know.
cattle. But I think it's that the purebred breeder in Montana understands what we need to produce, what our cows have to look like, what they have to go through in order to survive.
Yeah, so the rest of the country says it too. So I'm guessing, word gets out. But yeah, genetically, I guess this is a place where it would be.
Yeah.
The genetically correct Angus cattle.
Yeah.
Quite amazing.
Like,
Because you're grabbing them here now when it goes straight to the lots, and then.
well,
They're not pumping them full of
Yeah.
corn either.
well, we'll put them on corn for 60
Okay,
days.
60 days.
60 days is long enough. Well, I mean, we want a lot of marbling, but we feel that we get enough taste in marbling
Yeah.
within that 60-day time frame.
Still very soft and tender. I mean,
Yeah, and and then we don't have a lot of waste either.
I don't believe you. I'm gonna have to come and eat a steak with you.
I wish I had a picture. No, my brother-in-law, he has a picture on his Traeger, and I think there's 3 tomahawks and like 4 or 5 sirloins he had there. We had some people out and cooking.
Nice.
And oh man, it was to die.
Well, they're still coming all the way from Colorado. Just imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I heard someone say they were talking about, hey, so you go through the whole hassle of feeding 2,400 cattle, raising them, and then you eat your own cattle. So the guy answered and said, why would you eat another cattle you didn't know? It just makes sense that you would eat yeah. Why would you even eat the cattle that you didn't even feed yourself?
No.
So that makes perfect sense to me here.
We know exactly where they went, exactly what antibiotics, if they had anything, and that's what we're all about. If we can't eat it, I can sell it.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So
yeah, I mean that's
part of it. And it's like
You
I tell
said
everybody
perfectly.
and I try and be funny about it, but I tell everybody that I want to raise a prime steak every time. Everybody else can raise hamburger. That's how I look at it.
We got to use that one.
Prime burgers.
Prime burgers.
Yeah.